become the reader and writer I am today? Well, I guess I'd have to start with growing up. My mom, when I was 4 or 5, that age, would read to me every night. Read a storybook to me, a different one, almost every night, to make sure that I grew up reading, so that I could read. I was ahead of my class in reading. I was one of the best readers I knew. And growing up, she read to me every night, and in the beginning, she would read to me. And as I got older, 8, 9 years old, and we were still reading together at night, I would end up reading to her. Well, that taught me to be a good reader then. As I got older, 3rd grade, 4th grade, I was reading the Harry Potter books, all 4 of them, all hundreds of pages long. And as they kept getting produced, I kept reading them throughout middle school. Those were one of my favorite series of books, which is probably the reason I am the reader I am today. I also read Lemony Snicket, a series of Unfortunate Invented books, and books about wartime, Alex Rider series books. And without those, I probably would have never even considered reading, because it is a horrible pastime in my eyes. It takes so much time when you could be running. But as I got into high school, I caught on to a little bit of laziness and didn't read like I should have been with the class novels that we were reading, or the class plays that we were reading, whichever it was. But I think what I've realized about myself is that I don't like to read what others tell me to read. See, I'm an independent person. I don't like to be told what I have to do. So when I read, it's whatever I want to read. That's why Miss Beach, I'm sorry, but I didn't really read a lot of your books. I think I read 1 or 2 right at the end, but I don't really like when people tell me what to read. However, as this summer and into college, I plan to find some more books, some more series that I enjoy, and get back into reading, because it is a good way to calm down and relax a little bit. So reading-wise, I've grown a lot from getting read to me when I was 4 years old, little books like Where the Wild Things Are and Ferdinand, up until now as I'm reading much more advanced books. Now, writing-wise, my progression isn't that great. I didn't really write a whole lot. We were supposed to write in middle school, but I never really paid too much attention to it. It wasn't my main focus as math and science were. But as we got into high school, Mr. Harris was my teacher freshman year, and he definitely taught me a lot about writing, how to get my ideas on paper, how to organize my ideas, and that really helped me out writing-wise. And then my sophomore and junior year, I tried to build on that, but I didn't have Mr. Harris the whole time, so I didn't really learn as well from the other teachers that I had. And then getting into senior year, I picked back up with Mr. Harris and was motivated yet again to learn how to write, and by the end of my senior year, I have made a couple B's on some essays, the ones that I've turned in at least, and I'm happy with where I am as a reader and writer going into college, and I think that's good to say.